got second place in the league this year?
Hey, Jax. Tell your daddy that the kids are off limits. Have a good night.
Yeah.
I wish you all the luck and all of.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and enjoy the shower when no one's looking, Jax.
And enjoy your second place.
Hey, Jackson, I want you to keep going, man. It's like you're like the kid at the Super Bowl.
Welcome to a special edition of the Any Given Sunday podcast. I usually go by Rebel Scum. Tonight I'm using the government names. So I'm Nick, and I'm joined on here with my pod squad and our wives. Let's get on with some newcomers. We have some newcomers to the pod. Well, we've had Oops Babies, Bryan, on here before, but he's joined by his lovely wife, Crystal. Bryan and Crystal, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening.
All right, I love it.
R&B glasses be heels.
Hey, Bryan, stand up so you can see the whole shirt. We got to see the whole shirt.
Yeah, I love my awesome.
I love my awesome. Okay.
Oh,
We're hoping it wasn't my awesome cousin.
Hey, Bryan.
Dr. Herbert, what did you do to induce this this shirt tonight? And this.
why do you think I had anything to do with it?
I was going to ask, who bought it for who? Did you buy it for yourself, Bryan, or was it a gift from the matching thing?
I had this shirt custom made, man. This is 100% Egyptian cotton.
The back has my name on it.
Oh, turn around. Let's see. Crystal, the reason we ask is because the last time Bryan blessed us with his presence, he was dressed up like Magic Don Juan with the fur coat and the hat and the feathers. So
right.
I didn't even recognize him today. Sunglasses, no sunglasses.
Hair pulled.
The hair was down over the shoulders.
It was crazy.
Hanged him a little bit.
It was crazy. Well, thanks for joining us this evening. We also have fellow pod squad and his wife returning, Lou and Jasmine. Hello, Lou and Jazz.
Hello. Y'all dragged me out again tonight. This is Monday nights is my, night off. Kids sleep. Lou is going to be on this podcast for 2 hours.
Well, last time we recorded on a Monday, and I remember it made our best of 2024 season. I will fall back. That was on a Monday night, so you have it in you.
Yeah.
We'll drag it out.
Oh, it's coming.
My
Not
kids
you,
are
Lou.
calling me.
Not you.
I already have it. Lou, I don't know if anybody else hears it, but there is an echo on Jasmine's side. So I don't know I don't know how to remedy that because you're muted. So I'm not sure exactly what the issue is. I don't know how it worked the last time.
When I stopped talking, I mute it. Jasmine's supposed to mute it when she's not talking, but I think she's forgetting to do that. Did you hear echo when I talked now?
No, you sound sweet. Sweet, right. Lou. There's a little bit of echo when Jasmine talks.
Sounds sweet, Lou. Sweet.
Yeah, we got the other pod squad, the other married pod squad member on here. My guy Lennon and his wife Alexis. What's up, you two?
Hello, thanks for having me. And the girls from the future.
I'm gonna hark back to our last intro and ask Quan, how about them Chiefs, Quan?
Everything Quan picks himself, the Chiefs.
You know what? Tough loss. But I'm not mad. I'm happy to see the Eagles still won it. But they had to rob us of probably the greatest love story and amazing ending to NFL history, to see Travis Kelce propose to Taylor Swift while the confetti was dropping. I mean, they just had to.
It's funny that Quan says that because he would have preferred to see Taylor Swift perform at the halftime show too.
Lou, I just want
it would have been a better show. More fireworks.
Lou, I want to remind you that you're not in the office right now, so you don't have to sell us on that BS. You can let the real Lou out, if you know what I mean.
I love that Eagles player with the LIX from the Super Bowl. Swifties can lick my balls.
That was downright
That was awesome.
disrespectful.
That was awesome. The Swifties attacked him though. Swifties attacked him real bad. He's hurting right now.
Yeah, I
He
don't
knew it
think
was
he knew
coming.
the power of the Swifties can be even more brutal than the Beehive. So be careful.
A lot of bees.
Are you a Swiftie,
Speaking of-
Lou?
I have 2 Swiftie daughters, and
so that pretty much makes you a Swiftie, is what you're saying.
I had to, I had to lock up the gun safe after that post. So they should be good.
All right. Sound like a threat, man. Well, speaking of threats, the triple threat, my wife. What's up, babe? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How's the crowd going? How's it going, guys? How was your Valentine's Day?
Hey, so sweet. Thank you for asking. It was wonderful. How was yours?
That was not a ringing endorsement of Valentine's Day, so it's just a little thumbs up there. Thanks for joining us tonight, Elaine, and our last Pod Squad member, Roland Solo Dolo, the lonely lover boy, certified lover boy.
Coming in live from the CN Tower.
3-time champ.
With a shoe closet in his living room. Clearly a bachelor.
Well, when you don't have anybody holding your balls in their purse, you can do whatever you want to do, Lou. So there you go.
Yeah.
Let's start off with holding balls. Actually, we had an update to the thread here. Everybody could have guessed what happened, that Lennon broke down and gave in, especially after being parched for a month. I mean, that's an oasis in the desert right there.
That's abuse. I think that's a form of abuse, actually.
No, okay.
What happened?
First of all,
Let's hear the explanation for why it was a
Dr. Herbert, wouldn't you agree?
Dr.
That is a
Herbert.
form of abuse.
I don't even know where he's calculating the 4 weeks, but I was sick with the flu for 2 weeks. So I don't know why anybody want to ask from somebody that is sick. I don't get it. No, that's like those fluids will get you sick like that over anything.
Well, let my penis be the judge of that and give me some of that blue phlegm. Natural lubrication.
So don't say like it's a month. Like I was sick. I'm still.
It was a month.
Jasmine knows. So now I'm starting to feel like myself again, and that's why. So I think I'm okay. I think I pass.
Well, we have all these wives on. I'd like to understand. So there was 2 weeks of flu, but then there was what felt like at minimum almost 2.5 weeks of period, which is very new to me. I feel like when I was dating when I was younger, it was like 3 to 4 days max. All of a sudden, 2.5 weeks.
There's also an explanation for that. There's a pre-period, a period, and a post-period. So sometimes that could take anywhere from
that's the whole month.
Hey, I played that for somebody.
That's the whole month.
You know, Alexis, I played that soundbite for a couple people to see if that was true, and every time I played that soundbite, eyebrows went up like 2 weeks. I'm trying to get some dick as soon as that 3-4 days. I'm like, oh,
I can't.
Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different in St. Bernard's.
But yes, there's a pre, a during, and a post.
I think the problem this month was I was lied to about when the pre actually started, and she just bought herself an extra week.
Wow. Well, that's crazy because I was going to ask the group, the ladies, on a scale from 1 to I have a headache, how often do you actually want to have sex? And I think this answered it itself. I mean, almost never, it sounds like.
What the hell?
Whatever you can do to get out of it.
It's 1 to I want a migraine.
Is it just so terrible
Thank you.
that
Thank you.
I don't want to hear about these dudes, but is it just that bad? Is it that gut wrenching just to lay there for 5 minutes?
It didn't seem so terrible today, but I guess anybody can work up the energy one time a month.
That's like a layered question. It's not about bad. It's about like the 800 billion things we have going on in our head.
And also,
what the fuck?
when and why is it okay for that act to just be only to satisfy y'all? Like, what about us and the female that would like it to be a little bit about her also?
Oh well,
when you
Alexis,
guys plant the
she's going to go
seed-
quiet here.
What?
when you
Because
guys like talk about it, it's always like, I got taken care of, like I, me, and there's never a tone of what does my wife need
Right.
or
Well,
want.
I'll jump in as a single guy so nobody gets in trouble. We kind of have rules, Jasmine, and it's not necessarily rules for men against women. It's kind of like a guy code. Not too many guys just walk around, hey, I ate my woman's pussy for 75 minutes and it was magnificent. It's implied, you know. So when guys had to get taken care of, you know, it's implied that it was a whole entree, you know, a whole meal, 3-course meal. It wasn't just an appetizer.
And both parties, in my household, usually I would say 95% of the time, both parties are well taken care of.
Yeah. Now, if Lou is selfish and that lip was just stays to himself, you need to. That's on Lou.
You know what? Jasmine did get taken care of.
Oh my god.
You know, but
Lou,
we're not in the. I know, we'll air it out. We're not in the 90 percentile range. We also don't go on 1 month droughts either. But
one of you guys gonna have to mute so we could actually hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Wait. Here's the issue.
Your microphones are on a drought.
Okay.
Yeah, I think here's the issue. Hang on. When Jasmine talks, Lou, you have to mute you don't have to mute your microphone necessarily, but you have to mute your speaker. And Jasmine, I think it's the other way around. When Lou's talking, you have to mute your speaker.
I've been doing that.
Sorry about
Jasmine forgot to do it just now. That's why.
Oh my god, why don't you just say okay instead of publicly airing your wife out right now? Don't you not know this little?
You have to like instigate. Oh Jesus Christ!
I think it is. It's just like a little, you know.
You're just trying to turn us against each other already. You know, Elaine, what he said about
I'm trying
you
to save your life.
You came on.
Dang, Lou, right to the jugular.
Anyhow, no, we're not in the 90 percentile range, but we also, I mean, if we also do it far more than once a month. But I feel like when
Lewis, I already told you my explanation about the once a month, so that wasn't a dig coming this way.
Huh? You
took. It was not.
But you took that personal. You took that personal.
You like to do those little digs while you're on these.
I'm not digging at you. It's not about you right now. It's not about you right now. I'm talking about me and my wife.
All right.
But who's the? We just talked about once a month, right?
Your husband brought up that maybe you 90% of the time, but I don't know what's going on in Lewis' household. Did he not say that? I'm answering that question.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, he brought you guys into this conversation.
And the 1 month was referring to us.
Thank you. I am responding back to you. Okay,
right. That's what she was saying.
Anyhow, I feel like what was that?
I still stick to my point that this once a month was a carve out because I had 2 weeks of the flu. So don't say like it's not generalizing once a month. That's all I'm saying.
You also admitted to lying to about one of those weeks.
And I think in the last episode you said that you once a month is your goal.
That was not. I never said that. You can go back to the recap. I didn't say once a month. And you're laughing. That's so silly. Go ahead, Lou. Finish.
Oh, anyway, I feel like a lot of times, Jasmine's intentions is for me just to rush to the finish line when I don't really have the opportunity. I would love to make it a whole production where both of us are, we're all working all the magic for both of us. But a lot of times she's just like, it's time to go to bed. So get it done.
And I can vouch for that, Lou, because we were on a nice romantic vacation. We took our wives. Mm-hmm. One of us flew first class on the way there, and one of us flew first class on the way home. I won't say where the other people were at when only one of us were on first class, but we took the ladies to Napa and wined and dined them. And I saw Lou. Lou stopped at the Walmart right near UC Berkeley's campus and bought all these nice candles. And it was so romantic the way he set out, Jasmine, for that weekend.
He wouldn't even share
dangerous.
That's the matter part. I asked him, we have a couple of candles, and he said no.
No, I need all 17.
I know.
Not what happened. I tried to give Lennon candles, but I got shit that I didn't like off from.
Yeah,
Before.
Jasmine.
Lennon, that's the weekend you actually turned down some shower scenes, right?
Yeah, I'm very picky about my sex. I'm very particular,
That's the
and
problem.
my penis
What does that
likes to
mean?
feel. It likes to
That
feel
means like
the wetness of the vagina. Not, I don't like to mix it with the water. Yeah, I don't like
That's
jacuzzi
understandable.
sex or shower sex. I don't want other liquids. I want my wife's liquids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
before
Before
we get
not as
before
good
we
as
change the subject real quick, I want to ask Jasmine, what's the rush with sex? Like, why do you want to rush through sex?
Because you
half the
got
time
that
I'm
big
tired,
lippy
I'm
hairy thing on
exhausted,
top of
and
you. I'd
that's
be
not my
rushing
way
too.
of relaxing. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's not my form of relaxing. It's not my choice of wind down.
Yeah, nobody
I just
wants
want
to
to go to
bench
sleep.
press 500 pounds for 20 minutes.
What'd you say, Brandon?
I said nobody wants to bench press 500 pounds for 20 minutes.
Hey, let me tell you this. This one over here is married and been married for a while. I don't know what your excuse is. I don't know what your excuse is.
Well, Jasmine, I'd like to counter that. The act induces relaxation, because I did actually see all your text messages. I was, I could have responded, but I was letting the jokes go. But Alexis took a nice 3 to 4 hour nap. Now, was it all just because of the penis? No, she also went to the gym.
Also went to the gym.
But her two-a-days today gave her a nice 4 hour nap afterwards.
I did go to sleep.
I want to drag Bryan and Crystal into this conversation because we don't really know what yours. Yeah, we don't know what your standard is. We kind of have established standards in the previous episode. But yeah, what are your standards? I mean, Bryan is pretty happy all the time.
Well, I mean, the slogan around it on our side, the marathon continues. It's like, every time in the bedroom, we keep on with the marathon. You know what I'm saying?
So twice a month.
Sounds like there's no problem there. Twice a month.
I don't understand that. A marathon takes a long time to run a marathon.
Mine isn't really about like quickies and like let's just do this real fast. Like, so you have to be in it to win it, like all the time. So yeah,
that's mine.
Understandable.
That's the kind of collusion y'all.
Cheers to you, Bryan.
Hey, Bryan, you need to collude with Lou and teach him how to get it cracking. Because apparently,
I was just listening to my cousins, and it sounds as if Jasmine was trying to give my big bro the answer. She's looking for relaxation. You got to get her in the mood of relaxation. So
Lou, man, stop trying to.
Hey, Bryan, how would you show us? That's a video
I don't need any advice from you. Okay, thank you. My relationships usually last long term, and been doing it 12 years. And you enjoy rolling into your 50s, and all I know is, look forward to you always being available when I retire for the afternoon lunch dates, and but appreciate your availability.
Any man who shows up on camera with a fur coat and sunglasses is a man of serious lovemaking. I mean, this is not a guy who's rushing into it. This is a man who is unfolding that flower, and
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Really putting in the work.
Visuals.
Not rushing in, Lou. Not rushing in.
I feel like my cousin Bryan is a major giver. So I'm curious.
Curious about Lou.
I'm curious. Do you see that as well? Talk about it.
And then, as a part B to that, Lou, why the pushback on the giving from some wives?
Oh, well, baby, go ahead, man.
No, he's a giver, and he's a receiver for sure.
Whoa,
Whether you give or not, whether he's giving or not, he's definitely a receiver.
Okay, B.
And
Put that shirt on.
is this
1,000 yards
happening?
every season, 10 touchdowns minimum. You know
Is this happening at the consistency that he would like?
Ask him.
Well,
I can't answer that.
As long as he's not receiving from the queef, then he's good in my book.
Oh man.
well, okay,
Sorry, that's
so,
a
you
diss
know,
on Quan, not an actual queef, ladies.
We had to clarify.
Queefing is
I had a,
natural and it happens, just not for men.
as you know, my wife stays busy, you know, juggling 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jobs at times sometimes. And, you know, there's a lot of energy exuded in, you know, maintaining that, right? So I had brought up a few, I mentioned, you know, that there should be more time, you know, with one-on-one, heart to heart, chest to chest, face to face, eye to eye, and we figured something out. And what I didn't expect was more than I asked for. So, like, you know, I was like, hey, where you going? What you doing? You trying to get away without, you know? And
so you're saying sometimes you want her to stop juggling 8 things and just juggle 2 things?
Yeah. And she figured she managed it. She managed it well. You know, she added 2 more things to just the, you know what I mean? I was in the loop. And
communication is key.
Yeah.
Speaking
I mean,
of which,
awesome doesn't even describe where she at with it right now. You know what I mean?
Man, that is lovely. I didn't want to pivot away from
I
the
didn't
sex
pay for
topic.
this, by the way. I didn't pay him to say that.
Right? Did you
Oh.
cycle and analyze him?
No, but
I
I
believe it.
we were wondering why he said that he initiated this though, because I don't remember that. But this shift, I don't remember you saying let's have a heart to heart, a chest to chest. I don't remember that.
Yeah. I mean, I was just trying to, I was creating a
I was like, was I there for that? I don't remember. Okay.
No, you weren't there.
That was to Lou. I think him and Lou had the heart to heart and the chest to chest.
But can you describe our Valentine's evening? You know what I mean? It was kind of like I just focused on her, you know, and that was it.
Yeah,
And-
no,
and-
the relaxation thing he was just talking about. There's a massage table behind me right now that he brought up in here, and did all of that
Thank you.
first because
With the candles and the incense and the diffuser, so it was all kind of.
diffusers.
Hey, that's interesting, Crystal, that you brought up the massage
Never
table.
had a
because
diffuser.
There was a time in me and Alexis's relationship where I brought home a massage table, and I fully intended to do all those things that Brian's been giving to you. And I remember coming home from work one day, and Alexis had put the massage table out for the garbage man to pick up.
Amazing.
Fuck out of here.
Where did you get it from though? Was it one of those?
Oh, it was nice. I went to
Okay.
City of Industry. I got it from the man
I
from
was gonna
Thailand.
say because Brian will bring something home, and I'm like, where did this come from?
Come on now,
And we'll
Rob.
end up back outside.
He probably picked it up.
Offer up, bubble up.
Yeah, we got a professional massage table too that got a lot more action back in the day than it does today.
Gotta pull it out.
Here we go with the Eeyore fucking story.
Never pull up. Never pull up.
Never.
Well, hey, before we pivot away from sex and talk about some actual real couple things like communication and responsibility, I wanted to ask our lone survivor over here, you know, what's it like for you per month? Because, you know, if you're with the boys, you might be telling one story, and now you've got women here looking you in the eye, and we want to know what life is like for you as a single man in your damn near mid-40s.
Well,
It helps
okay,
me
I'll say
focus
this. I'll
on
say this.
winning
I'm
these
no longer-
championships.
I'm no longer really a single man. But when I was single,
3 weeks ago, congratulations.
thank you. When I was single, I told you guys on the last podcast, you get as much as you want to as you pay for. Not like prostitution, but like, like I remember when I used to get in arguments with exes and they'd be like, "Oh, you got all these chicks." It's like you act like it's a Rolodex where you just call a number and somebody just pops up like Uber Eats. You still gotta go to dinner, you gotta exchange text messages, and that has a cost. So the answer to that question is you get as much as you want to pay for as time as you want to contribute to it. Now, I'm happy. I got things going, got things bubbling. So I know it's a gray area answer, but that's it.
There is a weird correlation with you being single and you winning all these fantasy football championships.
Well, maybe there's something to it. You guys should just get divorced and maybe you get some championships.
I guess I'll be a forever loser, but that's okay. I'll be a winner in my heart.
I don't think there's a correlation. Maybe. I guess, right? I guess I might have more time to myself than you guys do at certain hours of the day. But, we make
there's a reason that you could hop on the pod early and go through the notes at 8 p.m. and where the Quan had to go read some bedtime stories before he could get on.
Yeah, but my kids, once his kids are 11 and 12, he's not going to do that no more. He's got young babies and shit. If I'll be honest, once you get to a 11 and 12 and these little dudes start looking at you and talking back and
11 or 12, I still don't see them every other weekend, but it's still.
Oh my God!
Every other weekend.
Oh my God!
Quan,
Lou got jokes.
Yeah,
I was trying to be nice. I was gonna say maybe
he's been dropping bombs all.
Nah,
that's the digs you were talking about, right, Lex?
That's it.
That's Quan digs.
Because I could,
we ask Jax all the time. We know that.
It's all good. It's all good. I kept saying he, but I forget you'll never know what that feeling is like. So when you have your daughters, you know what I'm saying? And they're young, you want to spend as much time with them as you can, because as soon as they get to almost that teenage age, they're not gonna want to be around you. So I understand that.
Facts. Hey, I wanna move on, and I want to make sure that my wife doesn't fall asleep because I can see her eyes just drifting there. Babe, communication responsibility. I feel like I nail this. I don't know if you want to put out a time where I really let you down, where I forgot and I messed something up completely. Before we go around to the genesis of this question here, which I know is the real meat and potatoes of it. But what do you say, babe?
Just about our communication style.
Yeah, do you remember a time where I ever really just like forgot to pick up the kids, or something like that, where I really just kind of boofed it?
No, I think our communication is pretty open. If anything, I think you and I both talk too much. Probably me talking more than you.
Yeah, that might happen.
But I feel like we can come to each other and tell each other how we feel and stuff like that, or things we got to do. I think in the beginning, though, I was really sensitive Sally, and that's just the way I was brought up because I was criticized a lot, and I didn't know that a healthy relationship could be like that. Just judging from how I saw my parents talk to each other, and that it was okay.
You had parents, two parents.
Right.
Must be nice.
Right.
It was just it was nice learning from you and learning together. That's all.
Yeah, I want to say that, there were definitely I could have been nicer a lot of times, especially early on, knowing exactly how sensitive you are and knowing exactly how to tiptoe around it, but just deciding no, I'm just gonna bulldoze through common sense and just be myself, like how I've always been. And I could have been softer with my approach a little bit, but it's all good. We tried to share a calendar thing, trying to get our schedules together, and we tried to even schedule a time. Remember when I tried to schedule a time, hey, I want to have a serious conversation. Can we plan for 11 o'clock? Something like that, because I always felt
I wanted it once a week.
Well, I think that was sex. I think that's where the confusion is. Maybe you thought I just wanted to talk the whole time.
No, there was 1 week. You were like, we could do this every week, and we were on the couch, and you had some lo-fi playing, and we had
I was really hot
going, and
yeah, because my approach it's hard for me to sometimes initiate a meaningful, like important conversation in a way that doesn't seem like I'm attacking you. And so I'm trying to like let you know, hey, I want to chat. I don't want it to be an attack. Let me set the mood like Bryan would when he's trying to lay his lovely wife here, Crystal. And any man would if he really wants to take his time. Seabird, I know you appreciate that. BC, I assume you do too. But trying to set the mood here so like I'm not trying to ambush you in the morning, because like talking in the morning, especially when some shit is important, is probably the worst fucking time. Like you're trying to get ready and you're about to drop the kids off and somebody drops a bomb on you right there. And you're like, now I got to fucking sit all day in the car and think about this. And we got to talk via text. And we got to try to hash this out. Then my whole fucking work day is ruined. But I have a public facing job. So then I got to go be nice to people when I'm in a bad mood. That's the worst, man. So yeah.
No, I agree.
Lex, I can see you doing, I can see Lex doing.
Sorry. Go ahead, babe.
Oh, I was just gonna say you could have been nicer, but you know what? The real world isn't always nice, so it's okay. Toughen me up. It's fine. And also, I've learned to pick my battles and not make everything a big thing. So
That's
yeah.
important.
Yeah. You've gotten a lot better with that. I think I've gotten worse. I need to flip it. Seabird, what were you about to say?
Sorry for interrupting. I was just trying to say that I could see my wife doing her poetry snaps over there. I'm taking notes here on trying not to attack and not talking so much in the morning, because she says I do that too often.
I get that. I'm grumpy as fuck in the morning.
I don't want to.
I mean, what's the conversation though? Oh, you don't want to talk at all?
No, like there's nothing to talk
that's
about.
not what I'm saying.
We need to get the kids out the door. I gotta talk for 12, 13 hours. I don't want to talk in the morning if we don't have to.
Damn.
We could do it. That could all be a text message.
Alexis, you are angry, pimp. You Jesus.
I want to clarify that I did not mean that.
I'm angry. I think I'm just direct. I don't. That could all be in a text message. We don't have to talk. Good morning, and then get the kids out.
She'd be a little less uptight if she got a little more of this. Yeah.
I mean, babe, you and I don't have the opportunity to talk in the morning because I'm at work while you're still asleep. But what do you think about that?
Passive progressive, bro. Fucking passive progressive over here.
Who, me?
You.
No, because I go to work early. I'm sorry. Is that less?
Well, yeah, you could have just said because I go to work early, but then your dig was while you're still sleeping.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
I'm just trying
to. Babe, we don't have the opportunity to talk because I go to work early. So, how do you feel about that?
Dude, that was so much better, bro.
Right?
You received so much
better.
Hey, wait. Let's ask this let's ask the professional here.
This is like group therapy.
Thank you.
I honestly,
my intent is not to offend anyone.
Really? You're a smart guy. I don't believe
feminine,
you.
Anyone
except BC. That's it. But
cheers to that.
Go ahead, Jasmine.
I'm very used to Lewis. Obviously, I guess we've been together 15 years. I didn't even hear that as a dig because it's true. He gets up at like 4:35 in the morning. I'm still asleep. But anyhow, what was the question? Our communication. We don't talk in the morning. You will call me at the most inopportune times. Yeah. But speaker off.
It's your volume. Turn your volume down.
Somebody.
Turn your speaker off. Turn the speaker off.
Not just your microphone, but your actual speaker. Or put on some headphones.
I turned mine down. My volume is down.
It's Lou.
Okay.
He looks so confused.
Turn the volume.
Your speakers. Hey, it's only been 45 minutes.
My volume was up. Okay, my bad.
We figured it out 45 minutes ago, man.
Okay, Jazz,
people call me at very inopportune times, sometime in the morning when I'm like just getting the kids in the car, or and Lex and I talk about this. Lewis will call me to hold the phone. and breathe. And like, it's usually not anything. He's just checking in. You know, he on his 3rd hour of work. We just now getting out the house. So he just like, what y'all doing? You know, and I'm like, getting the kids the car, getting their backpacks, getting their snack bags. So I like try to be patient and not like rush him off the phone. But as far as us communicating the needs of the household, it's usually in passing while he's like, he's at work, I'm at work. Things will oftentimes fall through the cracks. I think the genesis of this topic came from something I brought up that happened, I think last week or week, maybe it's been 2 weeks. And it's the second time that this has happened. Like the school nurse calls about one of the girls, and Lewis, for some reason, my phone like did not ring. It maybe it went straight to voicemail. The next person in line to call is the dad. The nurse calls the dad, Lewis Gray, and tells him what's going on, asks if somebody could come pick up the girl. And Lewis calls me like maybe 2 hours later saying, oh my God, I'm sorry, I forgot. But the school nurse called, and JoJo is in the office with you know, whatever I think her eye, she got poked in the eye with something. This was the last time. The first time like Giselle fell and did something at school, nurses like, come get her, she's not comfortable. So Lewis's excuse was, I got the call just before I walked into a meeting, you know. Luckily, the nurse was able to get in contact with me, and I was at the school already, picked him up, while he's telling me 2 hours later that, you know, what happened. So I don't know. I think our communication as far as a household needs and tasks could be better.
Damn.
We tried the shared calendar thing. I tried to get him on. I don't know if anybody uses. It's not Google Calendar. It's a different calendar, like a shared calendar. It just hasn't taken. It just hasn't taken. So.
I mean,
was it impossible? Go ahead.
Lou, you got to work on that, Lou. But I mean, overall, Lou's a solid dude. I mean, you know, Lou's a provider. You know, I mean, I'm sure you're dealing with some pretty rough shit. Like if I say I'm walking into a meeting for banking, some of them are important. But I mean, you know, I don't know. You used to protect lives. I don't know what the fuck you do now, pencil pushing. But yeah, man, you can't believe in the girls at school, dog.
I told him I'm just gonna take him off the emergency list.
That's what I was about to say.
Why have him on there?
And they'll just
I'm just gonna take him off. It's gonna be me, or grandma, auntie, or maybe his dad, you know, but not. I'm just gonna take him off the emergency call list. He's no.
Put him down.
It's no purpose.
Drop him.
What'd you say?
Drop him down.
Well, he was in second place.
Relegate him.
Damn, and now you gotta go lower. Damn.
Yeah.
You know, Elaine, I see Elaine listening to these bougie LA stories of children being picked up a little late. Elaine, tell us about what goes down in San Bernardino school district. It's not just parents showing up a minute late.
Well, a lot of the kids, they want to go home because their eyelashes hurt and all that stuff. And, you know, and the parents there's a few of them that are like, no, you better toughen up and you stay in school. And then there's some that are like, they don't even pick up the phone. They don't have an updated phone number, so they can't get a hold of any of the parents. Malia, when she used to go to our school, there was one time that my grade level was going in from lunch recess, and Malia was being wheeled in a wheelchair. And like, I was like, is this a joke? And so the principal came up to me and was like, I just want to let you know, Elaine, do we need to call dad? And I said, for what? And Malia was like, oh. And I was like, what happened to you? And she's like, oh, I was running in the field and I think I twisted my ankle. And the PE teacher's laughing at me because he knows what I'm going to do. I'm like, get up and walk it off. Walk it off. Go get an ice pack, because apparently ice packs fix everything. And then I was like, good? Yeah, I'm good. And so I said, okay, she's fine. don't call my husband. He's busy. You're going to spend the rest of the day here. You're going home with me. And she was fine. You know, I know she just wanted some comfort, but there's
what about
like motherly with her and they're nurturing. And then there's times that are like, toughen up, you know?
what about
Jasmine,
the
she's saying toughen up. Toughen up, girls.
What about the pickups and the drop-offs where like the parents drop their kids off and clouds of smoke come out of the car? Or
I have
like
a lot of students that come to school and I'm like, okay, good morning. I'm glad you're here. Give me your homework folder because I check homework every morning. And when they just open up their backpacks, it's whew. And they don't even have to open up their backpacks. They immediately smell like it. The rec aides go and open the doors for them to get out of the cars, and it reeks. It reeks like, and some of the kids, we honestly think it's just, they go through the day just dazed and contact high, you know? It's really sad. It really is sad. And then the parents don't see anything wrong with it.
There's a lot of
in the grand scheme of things, you know,
that
Leave
and
a kid at school
doing
the
so
nurse's
bad,
office for
dude.
2 hours. We're good parents.
NJC, move Jack's backpack closer to the door.
there's a lot of unnecessary reckless child endangerment that goes on at pickups and drop-offs out here because I get to witness that shit every day, and I can't believe people will just stop in the middle of the road and just block traffic and get out of their car and go grab their kid. And
well, we have some parents that park right there. I'm sorry to interrupt you, babe. Sorry.
Nah, it's all good. I want to get to one topic before.
You guys are so polite to each other.
I didn't know wives had the ability to say sorry.
Oh man.
Elaine, first of all,
Can
Elaine,
you say it? Can we hear it? Do you know how to say sorry?
Elaine,
say
thank
the
you
word?
for the cookies you baked for it was whatever game before the Super Bowl.
Oh,
those were
you're welcome.
delicious. And for some reason, I had the urge when I picked up your tray of cookies to start serving them. I was like,
Those are called
went around the
Act Right
room.
cookies.
You want a cookie? You want a cookie? You want to? It's just the Elaine effect, you know.
Hey, Lex, want some cookies?
The act right
You know,
cookies. I like
you guys
that.
should talk
Stacey.
more often.
No,
Would you like them, Jasmine? They're Nick's mom's recipe. So
just add some walnuts next time.
Yeah.
you know, I've
hell no.
had people
Hell no.
tell me that. I guess I'm
I
afraid
can't-
to add
I
nuts
can't
because
eat
I don't
it
know if
without
it'll do
nuts.
things to
They
them.
were good. They were
Let's-
soft. They were
let's-
good.
let's mayo
I was-
more.
Do you wanna take that one?
The LA wives like the nuts.
We do like the nuts. Add nuts and everything. And
We
even
we
that.
got about 15 minutes left, and as much as I want to hear more about how much you like nuts, I would like to let you ladies kind of put us on blast. What's a household chore that you think your husbands, or maybe I should ask the husbands this, what's a household chore you pretend to be so bad at that you don't have to do it, that you just
It's not even about being bad at it. You just don't know how to do it. Like,
Laundry.
it's bad if you don't know how to do it.
We know the laundry thing. Is there anything else that Lennon pretends not to know how to do that I guarantee he knows how to do? He's a smart dude. I just watched him look up how to pair his Beat Bluetooth headphones. If there's anything he doesn't know, the internet is available. He can find out. He's when he wants to know, he'll know. So what is it he doesn't know?
My biggest thing with them and the kids is just picking up after themselves. That's the biggest. They will. Did the internet just go up? I'm not moving.
No, you're good.
You're
You're good.
Everybody gets undressed at the point where they are in the house, and that's where the clothes drop, and that's what drives me insane.
Yeah.
So, and then what I love to hear is when he can't find something, I don't know where it is because you don't put your stuff back. So I just sit there and watch him go all over the house trying to find whatever it is he's looking for, and I just sit there because if he puts it up where it needs to be, you'll know where it is in the time that you need it. The hat that he has on right now, I think you looked in at least 3 rooms for that hat.
Well, some people during the holiday season have the elf in the shelf that comes and causes mischief in their house. But we have a year-round elf on the shelf from Louisiana who likes to hide things. Well, you can't leave anything out for more than 5 seconds because it will be hidden. And the problem is our elf that hides things also has the memory of Dory from Finding Nemo. I'm like, hey, my webcam that I need for the podcast tonight, it was right here on the shelf. Where did you put it? Oh, I didn't know you had a webcam.
That's amazing.
Before the 15 minutes are up, I'd like to get the hall pass question, please. I have a very detailed list.
All right. Well,
can I just tell you the way to resolve that, Lenny, is to put your own stuff up, and I won't see it, and then I won't touch it, and that way I can't forget about it. So if you put your stuff up, that solves the problem. But if I see something out, I'm going to move it.
Same.
If it's not in its designated space, I just can't.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Ladies, do you get upset when your husband can't find something and he asks you?
Yeah, because it's right in your face half the time.
I meant the ladies I'm not married to.
Yes.
He makes us walk around the house with
9
him.
times out of 10 right in your face.
Let me ask you, if it's just a simple question that you know the answer to, what is the big issue to
Because
just?
I got to
you
think
don't
for
know the
5
answer
people
to it.
now. Like,
I don't get it.
How come you don't know? the answer
I
to it?
can't
Let's
think
say,
for you.
Babe,
me.
have you seen my phone and you know that the phone is like right there? Why can't you just say yes, it's there without?
Because maybe if
chastising
it's
me for-
so easy for you to just ask me, then you're not going to try yourself. And if you don't have to try, then it goes back to putting things back where they are supposed to be anyway, right? Because maybe if you have to try hard enough to find something, you'll say, next time I have this, I'm going to put it where it
And
belongs.
because
or
after
whatever.
Where's the
you
phone
still gotta
belong?
find the keys and the wallet and the hat and the shoes and the
Everything.
right.
How come you don't know where your own phone is?
That was a trigger moment right there.
How come you don't know where your own phone is?
But if we're not asking you to actually look for it, just as
Do it. How come you don't know where your
I'm
own
asking to look
phone
for it.
is?
Damn.
I live in opposite world. Actually, my house is opposite world because on this one I side with the wives. I'm the wife in this situation. I wear the dress. I've actually had to pick my battles here, and I just talk shit in my head to both my wife and my daughter because they're both as messy.
Since the roles were reversed in your relationship, when
not relationship,
I'm
just
sorry,
in this circumstance.
in this particular
You guys
topic, when Elaine asked when Elaine asked you, hey, do you know where X, Y, and Z is? Do you know the answer? Do you just answer it for her, or do you tell her, oh, well, you should know where something, man, I can't do
Well, we're men.
I don't know, babe.
We're
You
men.
should
We're gonna
know.
answer.
Like,
We're gonna give the answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
But they're not men. They're women.
I don't see myself asking Lennon where my keys, my purse, my
But
wallet.
if you did, he would give you a direct answer.
My cap. I never. I don't.
Exactly. Thank
I don't ask you where my purse. I know where my purses are and my hats and my keys. I don't ever ask you that.
How
You
many
asked where your wallet was? I'm like, where the mail is.
how many debit cards have you lost in our relationship?
But I'm not asking you where they are. I lose them on my phone. If I don't ask you, I know I lost it. If I know it's missing, I'm like, damn it, I lost it, and I just order a new one.
How many sunglasses have you asked me to look for?
That's not sunglasses. No, I have no. That's not it.
I mean, at this point, anyways,
Hey, you see
it's
how
hard
you
to
see
really
that double
ask.
standard start doubling?
Right. Real quick.
I did, but I don't ask you for my debit card. I know that I lost it, so I'll just get another one. I don't think I've lost one in a while. I think I've gotten.
Well, maybe
think
you would have
there's
to
at
order
least-
so many if you just asked Lyndon where they were.
That's funny shit. Yeah, I don't think Elaine, you probably don't want to ask even if you were looking for something because I'm going to talk shit, right?
Capricorn. Oh, shit.
Well, Elaine's a Capricorn too, so she talks shit back.
I know.
She gives me that face and that look. I'm like, fuck.
I'm OCD about stuff. Like, I mean, with Jax or myself, I kind of don't like a mess. But the thing is, I think a couple of things I've read: people with high IQs have a tendency to have a little bit of mess. Number one, they know where everything is in that mess. So I have like little mess piles here and there, but for the most part, it's clean.
Said the messiest person in the world, like whoever Dr. Messington published that fucking research article. That's crazy.
Well, since we're talking about
Dr.
work, and we have Dr. Herbert on the call tonight. Can I just ask a question? Oftentimes, whether it's meeting with my children's teacher or at a movie or at dinner or times when it's supposed to be quiet, my wife has this terrible habit of like cracking her knuckles really loudly, and she does like every finger twice, and then as soon as she's done popping the knuckles that everyone can hear, including my the children's teachers, like it's like fireworks are going off. Then she starts this shake, this like crackhead shake, or this rabbit shake. I'm sitting at the dinner table trying to eat, and the fucking whole table shaking.
What the fuck is going on?
What is that? What weird quirk is that? And is there any way that we could stifle it?
Having a seizure.
The leg shake runs in the family. My mom does it. It's a calming feature for us. It's
doesn't calm us down.
Traumatic childhood, which is so fucked up of you. So I shake one. I don't shake both of my legs at the same time. It's one or the other.
One thumper leg.
One and cracking them knuckles. Like now the kids have inherited that because now they're cracking their knuckles. It's just a habit. So now you're gonna make me want to crack them. I don't know.
Let's get to the hall pass question here and shut it down with that in the last few minutes here. Siebert, take it away.
Well, I think the question was, what was the question, Nick? Who's on our hall pass?
I have a list.
Guess that's what it is.
I have a list.
That's funny because I have a list too.
Nice.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I carry.
All right, we are going to start out with Zendaya. She's on my list. My hall pass list. Doja Cat, Jordan Childs, who I got to see in person. Crystal, can I get an 8 clap? UCLA. Rihanna, Prime Lark Voorhees, Prime Stacey Dash.
Voorhees?
I thought we were supposed
to. What do you get, like a dick time machine to go back and pipe these?
I'll second Lark Voorhees, man. I definitely
Prime Lark.
Prime Lark.
Saved by the Bell. We're talking about
Saved by the Bell, Lark Voorhees.
Yes.
Maybe even a little bit of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This one was weird. I saw her at UCLA and it resonated with me. It hadn't been on my list in a while, but Sanaa Lathan, nice mature Sanaa Lathan. Tiana Taylor, love those lips.
Jazz.
That's Jazz's, her little doppel over there in the East Coast.
Everything.
Rosario Dawson from He Got Game, even a little bit of Kids.
Not from Ahsoka.
Other people
Not from Ahsoka.
Topanga from Boy Meets World. Topanga.
Why's your list so long?
That is a long
Lisa Bonet.
Lenny, can other people chime in here?
I had to bring my male.
Well, he had a month to make the list, Alexa.
But you can't have a hall pass for all of them.
For Euphoria, we got Sydney.
We went through all the black, at least the white girls.
I thought we were supposed. I'm sorry.
And
I thought we were supposed to. The wives were supposed to say one person that we would give you a hall pass for.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was funny that I have this long list. I'm almost done. Sydney Sweeney from Euphoria, and Storm Reed also from Euphoria.
That's gross because you're watching all those soft porn scenes that she's in. Gross.
She's got some tig-o bitties.
Is that what she's known for? I thought it was her acting.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So off that list, I guess Lex gets to choose who you get a hall pass for.
All of them.
Because they're not. None of it's gonna happen. None of it's gonna happen.
I would prefer Elaine to tell me who she thinks I would get my hall pass for after Alexis runs through her list.
And then I also want Elaine's favorite doppelganger. If she could choose her favorite doppelganger.
Oh man, I hope it's Nikki
Downs. Hall pass.
I hope it's Nikki Downs.
Nikki Downs. Shout out to the Special Olympics. I mean, I'm an active charitable supporter. So
I think she already said it was Kevin Love.
Of course, it's going to be Kevin Love. It's not going to be Tarantino or Sloth from the Goonies or
the Sloth was so good.
The Mac Tonight.
Wait, Lex, we just saw one. We just saw a new doppelganger. What do you remember, Lex?
Dory.
Of course, you don't remember. We just saw it last night. We're like, there's a new one for Nick.
I'm sure. Well, whoever it is, I'm sure it's flattering because you guys are flattering.
Oh yeah, it was the Gabby Petito on Netflix. Her boyfriend that killed her.
Oh no!
Jeez, Nick.
I mean,
okay,
that's
I'm
fine.
ready to hear.
That's okay.
I'm ready to let let's hear Alexis list. The ladies.
That's what I want to see. How's it? I want to hear how it sounds when a woman
It's just
starts
going to
talking
be Jason
about
Momoa, Jason Momoa, Jason Momoa, Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa, Shamar Moore. He can get it. Shamar Moore all year.
He'd prefer to get it from Lewis.
Exactly. I would say Shamar Moore.
Like,
Gay? He was
Shamar now
there.
or before?
All Shamar.
All
Shamar can get it. I used to watch Young and the Restless. He can get it then and now.
Young and the
You
Restless.
got that Earl Shy painted on goatee now. It's looking good.
Tom Hardy. That's a good one.
Bane.
Oh, look at the girls.
Mute your mic, Elaine. How dare you?
Yeah,
I don't want to hear your grunts of lust for another man. That's crazy.
Lenny Kravitz.
Like Alexis at dinner.
I said Lenny.
Almost time for bed, Bubba.
Who else? I don't know. I didn't write down the list like Lennon did. A-Rod, Jeter,
Ugh.
all of them can get it.
Crystal, you haven't talked in a while.
There's only one.
Who?
Vince Carter.
Ooh.
I had like a
Damn.
weird obsession when I was like a teenager, and yeah, it's still there.
Did you watch All Star Weekend?
Walk by? I did.
There was a lot of Vince Carter this
It was
weekend.
a lot of Vince Carter. Yeah.
When he went up,
Hey, look at
Like,
look at Brian.
Did you watch it in the bedroom with the door closed?
Slam dunk.
We only have one?
Got the elbow in that.
I think the rule is you're only supposed to have one, Lex.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
You forgot.
Increase your chances if you have more.
Jesus.
Elaine, if you
Yeah,
had a
right.
hall pass, who would you use it on?
Oh,
Maybe-
Denzel. I can't. Denzel back in the day, not now.
well, he's only
He's
71.
like 6,600 years old now.
He's only 7. He's only 71.
I think he's on Ozempic though. I heard he
You know,
dropped a lot of weight.
Lena Horne back in the day, I'd say.
Eartha Kitt.
Lex, you forgot Boris Koja.
Oh yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right. Yeah, babe.
You guys are
Yeah.
perfect.
Elaine,
I don't think I really have
I
a
knew
list.
it. I knew it.
You don't have a list?
No, but I mean,
Love you, kid.
I mean, I
Nick is her hall pass.
I like Gerard Butler.
That's such a sweetheart. That's
Prime
Said Gerard Butler.
good job, Elaine. Okay, babe. I know you have more than one on your
Lou,
list.
she had an answer, but we couldn't hear her.
Yeah, you
Oh, my
talked
bad.
right over her, man.
You know what? My volume's
Right.
down so low, I really can't even hear. I didn't even know she was still talking. My bad.
This
Elaine.
is your Filipino machismo coming out. You need to chill, brother.
I liked Gerard Butler in his prime. I liked Matthew McConaughey.
This is Sparta.
I liked what's his name? The Eagles fan that was on
Brad Cooper.
Yeah, I
Cooper.
love Bradley Cooper. I did love Channing Tatum. Yeah.
No
He doesn't.
love for Jalen Hurts. That's been the popular answer lately with the ladies.
I love that he
did he
did
not
promote
use
this
the
all-women management team, though. I really love that he did
I
that.
don't think she's young enough or white enough for that one. Sorry about that. I've seen those Jalen Hurts videos, and it's well. Anyways, I'm surprised Jason Momoa didn't make the list. I mean, he's been up there.
Not recently, maybe in the past.
He's been giving off a lot of zest lately.
Oh my god, you guys. I can't.
I mean,
Lots
he's
of
just
zest.
making kids movies, man, having a good time. And he had sex with Lisa Bonet. I mean, that's one of
Jasmine,
mine.
Ryan, BC.
Yeah,
I had one crush, but she rested in peace, man. So I don't know.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
I knew it.
How'd
Oh,
you
that's
know,
a good
bro?
call.
Yeah.
Because I crushed on her too, man. She was.
Yeah, we would have been married right now if she was alive, and I don't know if even Crystal would even be on this. But you know, but
Yeah,
you know,
you really do.
Obviously. How about you, Jasmine?
Chris Brown.
Oh, I forgot about him. Oh,
Cougars.
Chris Brown.
Cougars.
You don't have to
He's like
say
our
nothing.
age.
We don't have to have a conversation because that
But
might
no,
turn me
Tina.
off. I don't
dance his
know.
way into the room.
Girl, if he could just dance and hum.
Oh, that one video with him and Drake.
Chris Brown.
And he has like a perm.
Jasmine,
Oh,
would you let Chris Brown just call you and not say anything?
Yep.
He'd have to sing or something. Like
Yeah, same thing.
he'd have to FaceTime me and dance.
dance.
Okay.
She said she.
If I could sing,
I can't. Not calling me and not saying nothing is like wasting time. We're wasting time here.
Even Chris Brown can't get away with that.
No.
Can we start a
MDJ.
GoFundMe so you can get the VIP photo in the backstage with Chris Brown?
Both of us want it.
Make sure homegirl is in the photo.
wow. Crystal, I
Chris
think you're gonna
Brown
say
and-
something.
I forgot.
No.
That's a good one.
My bad.
Oh, yeah, girl.
My bad,
How could you
Jasmine.
forget about?
I know.
him?
I know. I went to his concerts. He's everything. Maxwell.
Girl.
Up there too. I wasn't gonna say Maxwell because I know you guys are gonna all say that he's zesty too. So I'm just not
Him and Shamar Vore, they're living together right now.
Oh, you know who else? David Beckham.
Oh, he has some
Brad
swag.
Pitt.
Oi, David Beckham.
I said Brad.
Oh.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. David
Brad Pitt.
Beckham.
Yeah, Brad.
That's right.
The guy, the quarterback on the Eagles.
Jalen
Hurts.
Oh, okay.
No one said Donovan McNabb, strangely.
The guy we were just talking about.
Yeah. I think
Carson Wentz.
Randall
Yeah.
Cunningham in his prime.
Oh, you know who I like? The guy from Houston Texans. He is Springer. What's his name?
Houston Astros. Houston Astros.
Nah, he plays for the Blue Jays now or some other team.
What's his name? Springer something.
George Springer.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he plays for the Blue Jays still.
Like that's the
You guys could look George up.
You did say.
Well, I will say, out of all the leagues, baseball has the hottest players.
You guys forgot about Matt Kemp.
I was trying to be respectful to the group.
Elaine liked Matt Kemp.
I liked him.
I used to like Matt Kemp.
That's where you say prime.
I'll take Idris
Prime
Elba
Mark
as Stringer Bell.
Elaine, you also like Idris Elba. See, you do have a list.
I know.
And you're bringing
Oh,
us a
shit.
color list because her list was very Mayo before.
I like
Jasmine.
I was about to
any
get some
love
bread.
Jasmine, any love for Teddy Perkins?
It's a gift shop. I designed it myself to feel like a trophy room, more on the motif of the museum.
Oh, wait, so you're turning this whole place into a museum?
Yes.
Who is that?
Your husband?
Oh shit.
Teddy Perkins?
Yeah, ATL.
Don't listen to that, man.
Who is
You'll
that?
see one. You'll see.
Hey,
You'll
just
see.
Google Teddy Perkins ATL and you'll see your husband.
I think.
Or
think
don't do it
that
if you want to keep Wednesdays
doppelganger-
and Saturdays sacred.
Is that?
Jigsaw.
I'll have to Google it.
Yeah, don't do
Also,
that.
I
Michael
like
B.
Matthew
Jordan.
McConaughey.
Sinners coming out. Elaine, you get 2 Michael B. Jordans in his next movie. He plays twins.
Oh yeah, and
Matthew
that like
McConaughey.
vampire movie or something, right?
Yep.
I'm not a
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
fan.
No.
I wouldn't take a high
No?
pass on Michael B. Jordan. Chris Brown.
If Michael B.
David
Jordan
Beckham,
could
Brad
dance.
Pitt. No, Chris Brown,
No,
Brad
He
Pitt.
doesn't do it for me.
No.
Who?
BC, Brian,
Michael B. Jordan.
Lou, did we hear from them?
I wouldn't take a hall pass for him. He's fine.
We
but-
heard from Brian.
I don't have
A hypothetical.
anybody I dream about fucking.
I don't dream about any of them
But
either.
if the genie gave you the wish and you had to make that wish in 10 seconds.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know,
Babe,
man.
you see the person they say I look like is right here.
Yeah,
I
Prime.
see Danny what's his name? David Glover?
What's
No,
her
Other
name?
side with
Donald
white
Glover?
makeup on.
What's her
Donald.
name? The one from Dust.
You
Till
got to
Dawn.
move it over. I can't see it.
From
From
Dust
Dusk
Till
Till
Dawn.
Dawn? Oh, the Latina.
Yes. In that time of her life.
Who's that?
In that particular scene. That's not a bad choice.
I'm gonna throw out two. I'm gonna say Jessica Alba and Eva Mendes, but Rihanna.
Eva Mendes.
Eva Mendes.
Oh, that's who you just
No,
said.
that's not what I'm talking about. No. That
No?
her name, no.
But he said, what's her name? Oh my God.
I know. I can't think of it either.
Who are you guys talking
It's
about?
give
From
me a
Dusk
sense.
Till Dawn with George Clooney.
Oh, Selma Hayek. Oh,
Selma
Hayek.
Ooh, hey.
Oh, I got one more.
That
Um,
time. In that time.
My wife does this Christante, where she
Who?
Who's that?
She,
Porn star?
Yeah.
she do like a
Who's that? Her alter ego?
Christante.
Oh,
Oh, Alexis, you are cold blooded. That Perkins.
I can't
That is
see
Lewis.
him.
You can't see it?
No.
That is Lewis.
You gotta
Tell me that's
move.
not
Don't worry,
fucking
babe. You
Lewis.
ain't missing nothing.
We'll
Watch
send
the
it to
podcast. You'll
thing.
be able to see it.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you'll see your husband.
You
Yo,
guys are
so
terrible.
I
Did
think
Lou
we're
give his?
pushing. Lou, yeah, give yours.
I mean,
I think my
like BC, you know, I have to. I mean, I don't know, man. You know, you guys see my wife. I mean, I get my dreams get fulfilled every day. I
Oh my
through.
God.
That was the way you answer a question, Lou.
You know,
That was lame.
and honestly, I call you throughout the day because when I have a break in action, you know, the first thing I think about is let me call my wife, see what she's doing.
That's nice.
But anyhow, I guess if I had the genie in the bottle and I had a chance to, I mean, the first thought would come to my mind would be Halle Berry.
That's a good
Solid.
one.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
I think that's the one that every wife would be like.
would be Halle Berry. Now this one will make y'all mad if this one and Jasmine can never understand it. But I just don't know what it is, man. Kristen Stewart. She's just always done.
What? From Twilight?
Kristen.
Oh, she's gay. Man.
Is that the
Sorry.
grungy
serious?
white chick?
God.
Like the little
She likes.
frail, depressed kind of
Because she
weirdo.
looks nasty and dirty and
Like,
she'll
all the
just
blood is
do
sucked
anything
out of
you
her.
wear
Like her
anyhow.
toenails are dirty.
Wait,
Lex,
Lex, we just saw her in that movie with the weightlifting chick.
She
The
was
lesbian
awful.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Lou, she likes the same thing you do, Lou. It's not gonna work out. You know,
Hey,
she's not into it.
Something about Kristen Stewart, man. I don't know.
Is it the teeth? Is it the
The way
nose?
she kisses women.
Is she really?
The way
she's
she
really,
eats it, the way
she
munches
plays
the
in a
teeth.
lot of gay
Very
roles,
gay.
but I don't know if she's actually gay.
She's actually a lesbian.
She's a carpet
Yeah, she
monkey.
is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The way she lays that carpet, boy.
Hey, well, I think that's a perfect way to end this podcast. I hope we didn't scare the ladies away. There's a lot of other topics I'd like to talk about, but we burned
No,
an
see,
hour.
not that Kristen Stewart.
And
Not-
it's
but-
come
All
on.
of them were like.
That looks like Eminem with eyeshadow.
It's like Sinead Stewart.
Look,
That's
my
awful.
first choice would be Halle Berry, but that's the one that I knew would that Jasmine never understands. The one that I
None
I
of us
understand that
understand
she
it.
look nasty.
She's nasty. She looks dirty.
She'll do anything, anyhow, anywhere, any
Ain't
place.
nothing wrong with that now. Hold up.
Halle Berry?
Halle Berry's good, but she's
That's
crazy.
a prerequisite, goddammit.
Yeah, that guy, that doppelganger guy, that's terrible. He looks like he was burned in a fire and off.
those are like the worst. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she looks like a folklore.
Take a good picture. I don't know who you're looking
I'm
at.
just. This is the
What
top
happened
images
to
that
Christina
popped up.
Milian? You used to like
She looks
her.
like a 90s boy band star.
Coop, it's good.
It
I'll
looks like
just
the lead
edit in.
singer of
I'll edit in a still
Carpet
of Kristen
munchers.
Stewart. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
what's
Yeah,
the
we're put
the
I was
famous
gonna say-
band from the Pacific Northwest?
Nirvana.
Nirvana. She looks like the lead singer of Nirvana.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Oh,
That's rough.
damn.
Juan smells like Team Spirit.
Yo, we're pushing an hour. I think we should shut it down. Hopefully, we can revisit some of these other topics at a later podcast. It's always fun having the ladies on. Thank you, ladies, for joining us and bearing with us in life and through this podcast. And Pod Squad gentlemen, thanks for showing up as you always do. This is the Any Given Sunday special off-season episode, and we're signing off.
Peace.
Please like and subscribe.